Hey guys, welcome back to Zach Blood. So I put out a call on Twitter the other day for some questions for a Q&A video. I got some questions in. I didn't get too many questions, but got enough for a little video here. So let's just jump right into it. First question I got here is from Afro 3D Printer. Do you find it difficult to print in a location so humid and close to water? What issues do you encounter and how do you resolve? Well, I do live like 2 blocks away from a body of water here, Georgian Bay, and it is pretty humid around here sometimes. There's always quite a bit of moisture content in the air. At the house, it doesn't really matter so much. Well, during the summer it doesn't, because we have air conditioning and that kind of kills off some of the humidity. Here in the shop, I keep everything bagged. All my filaments are in bags with desiccant packs in them, and filaments that haven't been opened yet, I try not to open them until I absolutely have to. As far as issues, I have of course lost a couple of spools, which is why I keep everything in bags with desiccant packs now. Basically, they got too much moisture in it, and trying to print with them, it was popping and crackling, and the prints would be useless. I think that covers everything in that question. Next question. If you could choose a place to move anywhere in the world... Oh, this is from Angel Mercedes. If you could choose a place to move to anywhere in the world, where would you move? I got two answers for that, actually. So, first answer, if money wasn't a factor, I just had unlimited money to live the rest of my life, somewhere around maybe kind of close to the equator, tropical. Doesn't really matter where. I haven't really looked into the laws and stuff of all these places, so somewhere tropical. Realistically, if I were to have an opportunity to move somewhere and work for a reasonable amount of money, I'd say probably the Bay Area, San Francisco area. There's a lot of technology and 3D printing stuff there, and I'd really like to go to San Francisco. Just so much technology there. I think that's probably my best answer. Next question. This one's from Lucky13 Vinyl. How did you find your makerspace, and what are your plans for it? The makerspace, it's owned by the same landlord that we rent our apartment from, so I ended up just renting it from him. Plans for it. Make stuff. Get as many tools as I can in here. If there's people in the area that I can find that want to build stuff and don't have access to some of the tools that I have here, I'd be very willing to let people use my shop. Yeah. I'd love to make an actual public makerspace sometime, but this is what I have for now. So I think that covers that question. Hopefully. Next question. This one's from 3D Printed Aspie. Question. When are you doing the Q&A? Now. Next question. Another one from Angel Mercedes. Thoughts about companies sponsoring videos? It's a good question. Sorry, hopefully that wasn't too loud. So, my kayak videos are kind of sponsored, I guess. I reached out to the companies, Filaments.ca for the filament, and Kodama for the Trinus 3D printer. I wanted to test it, I wanted to print a kayak, so I tried to get the project together and it worked out. Now, my thoughts on sponsoring a project, well, I mean, I would have never been able to do this project if they hadn't sponsored me, right? I've tried filaments.ca filaments before, and they were good filaments, and this is basically a trial or a testing period for the Trinus. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay with the way I'm being sponsored for this. I don't know, it's a complicated issue. I have come across videos where people are clearly just taking money from any company that will sponsor the video. I mean, again, sometimes that's okay if none of the companies that are going to be interested in the video have negative... I don't know, man. That's a hard question. Basically, think about your audience. Is your audience going to approve or disapprove? And think about the product the company sells. Is it a good product? Is it crap? Right? Do you really want to have your video sponsored by a complete crap product? Have all your videos go and get the crap product and then comment in your video about how crap the product was? I don't know, it's a complicated issue and everyone's going to have a different opinion on it. Even I'm going to have a different opinion depending on the different circumstances, so I can't say sponsoring is a good thing or a bad thing. It is what it is. It's capitalism. It's making money. Next question. If you haven't noticed, I'm a bit rambling here. I'm going to try and just give this video in one take. I'm going to sit here and answer these questions and then turn off the camera and upload the video. Next question. Wow, Angel, man, you asked a lot of questions here. Does the M3D still work? I don't know. I sold that like a year ago, I think. When I sold it, it still worked just fine. It was doing a pretty good job on most prints. It was a really cheap 3D printer, kind of early in the cheap 3D printer market, so there was things it couldn't handle, there was things it handled well. Next question. This one's from PJ. Favorite background music or movies while making? Oh, okay, so music, I don't know, I like to find something random and just let things play. Once in a while I'll find a song and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can use that in a video and stuff, so I'll go and find out specifically about that song, but SoundCloud's great for just playing random stuff. For the most part, though, I mean, I only listen to music when I'm making if there's no podcasts or something like that available. For the most part, I'll listen to stuff like Adam Savage's Still Untitled, the Adam Savage Project. Hello Internet with Brady Herring and CGP Grey. That's a good one. I haven't really heard it too much, but Making It, I think that was with Jimmy DiResta. I think that was the one with Jimmy DiResta. I think I've only heard one episode of that. I really gotta look into that one more. Podcasts and sometimes music if there's no podcasts available, basically. So, I think there's a few more questions here, actually. I have no idea how long this video's been going. My favorite tool in the workshop, 3D printers. I still can't get enough of 3D printers, man. Like, 3D printers. Why do I wear glasses? I am short-sighted, nearsighted, I don't know. without my glasses, the camera, which is like 3 feet away from me, is blurry. I can read my phone in front of my face. You guys are just a black blob over there. I'm using my tiny action camera, so I can't even see the lens actually. I need to go get my glasses checked soon. Very soon. I think my eyes have gotten worse. So yeah, I can't make things out far away. Everything's blurry. So I'd have to wear my glasses to drive. I wouldn't be able to read street signs and stuff without my glasses. Here we go. From Beginner's Tech. What got you into this hobby and why? What is the worst project fail you have had? And what do you consider the best? And how's baby Zach? What got me into this hobby? Well, jeez. 7-8 years ago, I got an Android phone. Well, I'd had a few Android phones, but I had an Acer Liquid at the time. And just doing things, checking Facebook, just doing the normal things, right? And one day I come across somebody posted something about custom firmware for phones, root access, stuff like that. And it interested me. So I started looking into hacking phones, I don't know. Custom firmware for phones, like custom ROMs, cyanogen mods, stuff like that. So I got looking at all that stuff for a while and came across the Google ADK. It's a development kit for apps, I guess. It uses an Arduino 2560. Is it a 2560? An Arduino Mega. Sort of. It's a variant of the Arduino Mega. So I got looking into what an Arduino was, and I mean, everything just kind of catapulted from there. I bought myself an Arduino, started playing around with circuits. Circuits were awesome. Programming the software was, Programming the board was awesome. Firmware, I guess. Firmware. Programming it was awesome. I found out how to do different things like control LEDs, control motors, control stepper motors. I built a headlight system for my old e-bike. And then I started to figure out you could use Arduinos to control 3D printers. I started looking into that and found out that it was already being done and there was a whole system built around it, the ramp system. So, well, not only the ramp system, but they're all custom boards built around the same platform basically, until you get into 32-bit boards. But I started looking into the ramp system, and that brought me into one of my first project fails. Still probably one of my biggest fails. I got so close. I didn't pay enough attention to measurements and stuff. The raw stock. If you paid attention to my channel, you probably have been wondering, where the heck are these raw stock videos I've been waiting for? The raw stock's gone. It's been dismantled, all the parts have been used for other things. I took on a way too complicated project for my first 3D printer build. I'm still amazed with myself for getting so close, but I cut too many corners and tried to be too cheap on it. It would have never got there. So, was there anything else to that question? The best. I don't know. I'm still really happy with the dual extrusion thing I'm working on. I need to replace a few things and fix a few things up, and I lost my firmware for it. I had completely reconfigured a set of firmware for running the dual extruder. It's gone. So I have to redo that. But I don't have the print down here. The little cat I posted on Facebook a long time ago. Twitter. I posted it on Twitter. The cat print with the dual extrusion. Oh, that turned out so great. I'm still really happy with the way that's coming along. So that's probably going to be my best project so far. And how's baby Zach? The baby is doing great. I will be introducing you guys to him. Just things are still really hectic, and it's hard to get time when he is happy enough to be on camera. So I'm gonna call it there. Honestly, I probably missed a question. I didn't really do this the greatest way. I tried to take snapshots of all of them and trying to scroll through the snapshots and stuff. If I missed your question, I'll take note of it and I will answer it in the next Q&A. So, geez, this video's probably gone so long, eh? Sorry, guys. You know the drill. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Comment, subscribe, Patreon, Amazon, YouTube stuff. Have a good one, guys.